Good morning, dear students. So in the last class we have learned what is a function. Function, if it is asked what is a function, then how we can say that a function is a rule. Also you can say a function is a rule from a set which connects the elements of one set A to the elements of another set. But what is the rule there? The rule is like that there is a correspondence between the elements of these two sets such that every which associates the rule, we can say F, okay, which associates to each member of A a unique member of B. Means suppose here is a member x1, then x1 is associated with one unique member of B, say y1, or say x2, it is associated with another unique member, say y2. But it is not that x2 will be associated to y2. It can be also like this. Suppose x3 is there, it is associated with again y2 only, but it is unique because for x3 it is y2, it is unique. It is not that same element is associated with two elements. It should not happen. If any element of this any two elements are associated with one element, there is no problem, we can call it a function. Okay, the rule of function is like this: one element should not be associated with two elements. That is not a function. Otherwise, so means every element of this what called first set is associated with unique element of the second set. Then it is a function. Otherwise, it is not a function. Got the idea, students? So in the previous, so if you are asked, you can also say like this: let A and B be two given sets. Be two given sets. Given sets. Suppose there exists a correspondence meaning, you know, a link, or you can say a connection, a correspondence denoted by F, denoted by F. This correspondence we say by F, okay, denoted by F, then which associates to each member of A unique member of B. This way also you can give the definition: unique member of B. Then F is called a mapping or mapping from A to B, or a function from A to B. Okay, so that is the definition of a function. If the formal definition you want to give, you can give this here also. Okay, students, let A and B two given sets. Suppose there exists a correspondence denoted by F, which associates to each member of A unique member of B. Then F is called a mapping. We call sometimes we call it map also, from A to B, or a function from A to B. Okay, that is the rule. A function is just a rule also, you can say. Rule is a rule by which these elements are associated. Just I give you one example: y equal to suppose x plus 3. So this is a relation between x and y. Means x and y are two variables. Y is dependent on x. So we can say this is also a function in x. So y is a function in x. We can say like this. This y is, sometimes we write as f of x also. Like this also we write. Okay. See, f of x. F stand for function. Why we are calling it f of x? You see, function is something like this. It is a machine like, suppose you are giving some input, then output is there. So inside the machine you are giving some material, then after processing, then some output you get. That output is y. What was your input? X. And what was done in the processing? That in the processing x plus 3 means x was mixed with 3. Then the output is y. So this is function. This is f. Once again, students, let me tell you what is f. You might have gone to rice mill sometimes. So you see, the rice, the paddy, that paddy we just give inside the machine. Okay, then after some processing, grinding and all, something takes place inside. Then after that, what we get? We get the rice separated from the paddy. After the after processing, after breaking the paddy, we get the pure rice here. So this is the processing, you can say, is function. Function is this one. What some processing is done, and this input is generally denoted by x. This is called input. We can call it input also. Input. And this rice is output. Output. And this output generally we denote by y or f of x, because x was given in the machine, then after processing something has taken place. It has gone through some process. That process is function. That process is function. So after that processing, what you get, that is y, or that is also called f of x. So this y is equal to, suppose I have said y is equal to x plus 3. That means x will take some different different values. X can take values here. So x is the place where you can put value. And after giving values here, you will add with 3 and you will get y values. Suppose I give here 1. So what x can take? X can take any number here. So all these numbers that x can take here, they are called the numbers in the domain. Okay, that is numbers in the domain. And the output that you will get, that is called range. Output that you will get, that is called range. So domain is one set, and range is another set. Okay, students. So this whole thing is a function. Means the processing will take place here. X will take values. After that, it will be added with 3. That addition is processing. Are you understanding, students? In simple language, just I am trying to say to you what is function. So from a set of values to another set of values, there is a correspondence. Try to understand. From a set of values to another set of values, there is a correspondence. And that correspondence is function. Provided every input here, every input gives you one unique output. It should not be two different outputs. That is the rule in function. So dear students, try to understand from this diagram test. I am trying to give you the idea of what is function. This processing is function. So you see, I have given here, this is a tank, suppose. It has got so many material here. Means so all these we call input, or we can say they are points in the domain. This whole set A, so A is this whole set. Whatever is inside there, all the particles that are inside this, that is in the domain, that means. And every particle will be called as input, which will be generated by X. And they are put inside this machine, suppose. And in the machine something takes place. After that processing, then it comes out through this and it falls here. So whatever will be collected here, whatever will be collected through this process, all that collection, suppose I have represented by blue dots. I am saying that these are the blue dots that are obtained after this processing. That blue dots together known as range. That means there can be some other particles inside this B which are not coming through this process, but they are still there. From where it is coming, we are not sure about that. So with them and the blue dots, which are the extracts of this processing, together, that is called codomain. Codomain. That means domain is a portion of the codomain. Are you understanding, students? All these blue dots are in the domain. Okay, all will pass through this process. Here all will have some connected elements here inside this. Means every dot has got one unique addition, dot here which are connected. Means suppose this is an element, say this element is x1. Then for that element x1, this may be there, say which is y1. For this element x2, for that there must be one y2, or the same y1 is serving as y2. It can be, no problem. So for this x2, suppose I am saying that y2 is there. Means x2 is passing through this process and it has come out as y2. And x1 has gone through this process, then it has come out as y1. Can it happen that x3 also has gone through this process? X3 also has gone through this process, and it has given exactly like y1 only another element here. Means y1 only it has given. It can happen, no problem. Means two or more elements passing through this process can give you the same element here, same output here. There is no hard and fast rule like that they should always give different distinct outputs here. No, it should be unique. I'm just saying again and again, it should be unique. That means when suppose we are calling the process as f, in the process x1 was taken, then output was y1. In the process x2 was taken, then the output is y2. In the process x3 was taken and the output is again y1. It can happen, no problem. So this processing will be called a function. Students, have you understood what is function? So now you see, again one more term you got, what? Range. Range means all the outputs together. Range is the set formed by all the outputs together. It means y1 to up to yn. Suppose n inputs are there, then n outputs you will get. You may not get exactly n outputs, because sometimes suppose one output is serving for two different inputs. Okay, you may not get also, but I am just saying that all the outputs together will be called range. That is the set of outputs. Okay, these outputs are known as images. So students, images are what? Images are the outputs passing through the process, when the inputs are passing through the process of function, then what it comes out as, that is the image. So now y1 is the image of x1, we can say like that. So by means of another diagram, just I am showing you this whole thing what I am talking. So see students, I have given you the rule here that all the outputs will be here. This will be denoted by, every one will be denoted by y, and all the inputs are here denoted by x. So now my one point is here, say 1. That is, the processing is what? It has to go through this process. Means input here, because the output calculation will be done like this. Whatever the input, you have to square it, then you have to add 3, then that will be here. So if I take here 1, what will give me? It will give me 1 square. 1 square is 1 only, plus 3. 1 square is 1, and 1 plus 3 is 4. That means one output will be here, which is 4, which is connected with 1. So like that. Suppose I take -1. So -1, suppose. Okay, -1 is as input. So then -1 square will be also +1 only. If I take -1 square plus 3 in the same formula. So function can be thought as a formula also. Okay, many in many of the writings, you will see it is just expressed as a formula. So minus 1 square is 1, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So you see, again minus 1 also is directed towards 4. That is, for this 1 is called, now all the elements here, it will be here, they should have some image here. All these elements which are connected with all these some of the elements of this, they are called image. Then what these will be called? These will be called pre-image. Remember, pre-image. Pre means before image. These are images. In the second set, you will get images of these elements. These elements will be called pre-images. Then, can here be any element without having association with any element here? No. In the first set, there cannot be any element without any association with any of these members. But can there be here some extra elements? Can there be? My question is this. Can there be? You'll say yes. Can there be? There can be. There can be. Or there may not be. No problem. Means all are associated. Okay. That is also a function. But associated in such a way that all these pre-images have got unique images here. Unique element is associated with this. It should not go like this. Two distinct elements, it should not go. Means, suppose I have shown a connection with minus 1 also with 4. I cannot show minus 1 with one more element. Why? Because then minus 1 will be having two images. One element cannot have more than one image. Two elements can have more than two elements can have the same image, no problem. But every element should have only one image. Then minus 1 cannot have one more image here. Got the idea? That is the most important rule in function, determining whether a given relation is a function or not. This is a relation. Means 1 is related to 4, minus 1 is related to 4. So all this will come in the relation. But this is a special relation. What relation? It is a special relation. So all these ordered pairs which will be in the special relation, this special relation is a function. Then this function is denoted by as a formula also like this. Got the idea? So what is a function? Function is a rule. If somebody asks you what is a function, function is a rule which associates the elements of first set with the elements of another set in such a way that every element of the first set has got unique image or unique element in the second set. Associated means every element of the first set is associated with unique image, unique element of the second set. So the rule which is there to connect every element of the first set with the element of the second set in such a way that in the second set only unique element is associated with the elements of the first set. Now that means after association of some of the elements of the second set, some elements may be there which are not having any element in the first set as a pre-image. Now if somebody asks you what is the pre-image of 4, you can say 1, you can say minus 1. But suppose here is one element, suppose 10. Am I going to get 10 by inserting any number here? 2 if I put, what it will be? 4 plus 3, 7. 3 if I put 3 square 9, 9 plus 3, 12. Am I going to get 10? Means, is this 10 having any pre-image here? Means 10 is not associated with any elements here. Just you see the rule here. Means you have to square from here, any element you take from here, you have to square it, then you have to add it with 3, and that should be this element. Are you going to get 10 like that? Suppose A is the set of say integers. So A is the set of suppose integers. From integers to the set of integers only, suppose. That means here will be no such integer which is associated with 10. So there can be no problem. So 10 is out of this range. Range is what? All the set of all elements which are the images of some pre-images. So we'll discuss more about this in our next class. Thank you, students. Today you just go through this video again and again to get the concept of function. Okay, students? Thank you.